It's time, people. BKFC 82 is in the building, man. Tonight, Newark, Prudential Center, King of Violence, Queen of Violence. They're bringing it all to the television screen, bringing it all to the ring. Two violence champions will be crowned tonight. Mike Perry versus Jeremy Stevens, Jessica Borga, Christine Faria. It's going down, man. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. The BKFC's been pushing this card as a big card. I am not the hugest fan of the card. I'll be real. But I am a huge fan of one of the fights. I said it. I think the Borga Faria fight's the real main event in this card. They had the weigh-ins today. Not completely understanding the weigh-in situation because I saw a post from Jessica Borga where she spoke about, trying to pull up my Instagram here, where she spoke about how she weighed in at 136.4. And that Christine Faria weighed at 136.8. Now, that's weird to me because this fight was supposed to be at 135. So, unless something happened that I don't know about, nobody made weight. And the heavier fighter weighed less than the lighter fighter. So why not just have his damn fight at 145? I don't know. A little bit weird to me. I don't really get it. There's so many things that are going on within this fight card that I can sit here and say that I am not the biggest fan of. And I'm being real. I don't like the approach that's being taken with Mike Perry. I don't like that approach. The approach with Mike Perry is like, if you don't win, you're fired. And you're hearing that from Conor McGregor. To me, that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. I get it. Conor McGregor is promoting the card. He's a promoter now. But this shtick has grown tired. It's grown tired. Mike Perry is the BKFC's most marketable fighter. You're not going to fire him if he loses. And if you do, then you're not the businessman that I thought you were. It's just out of control with the threats of firing the guy. And the whole concept of the winner of this fight fights Conor McGregor. Man, Conor McGregor's never going to fight. Can we stop it? Like this whole push of McGregor's going to fight. He's never going to fight in the BKFC. No chance in hell. I'll call it all day long. If it actually happens, I'll be floored. He still owes the UFC 2 fights. He avoided Michael Chandler for how many years? And now he's going to fight in the BKFC? Come on, dude. Like, there's just too much crap going in getting happening within some of these cards right now that frustrate me a little bit. Because this is supposed to be about the fighters. It's never supposed to be about the promoter. And look, the real promoter is David Feldman. He's a master at what he does. He's built an awesome organization. And I get it. You got to deal with the headaches that come from Conor's personality and persona. But at certain points, you got to reel that shit back in. You got to reel that shit back in. There are tons of guys that want to fight Mike Perry who are actual BKFC fighters. The main event itself, Mike Perry and Jeremy Stevens. God bless Jeremy Stevens. That's one tough son of a bitch. But he's going to get knocked out in the first round. Maybe second. He's going to get knocked out. This is going to be a fucking bludgeoning. That's why I'm not a fan of this fight specifically, because it's two guys who are 20 pounds apart in weight. Jeremy Stephens weighing 175, for this fight. So Mike Perry will weigh close to 200 pounds walking in tomorrow or tonight, whenever this, because it's now after midnight. He'll weigh over 200. He'll weigh about 200 pounds. And Jeremy Stephens will still weigh 175, 180. Like the whole thing about the hardest hitting 145er and all that stuff, that's great. This isn't a fight at 145. Fighting Eddie Alvarez, you fought him at 65. Eddie Alvarez is not a 65 fighter either. We got guys fighting way higher than they fought when they were pros in MMA. Mike Perry has a granite head. He has a granite head. Bare Knuckle was built for Mike Perry. I know there's a lot of guys that want to fight him, and I would love to see those fights happen. But Mike Perry is beating some top-level guys. Him beating Michael Venom Page in BKFC should give you an idea. I think he's going to absolutely steamroll Jeremy Stephens. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I have a hard time believing that it will look any different than his win over Thiago Alves, Luke Rockhold. I don't see a difference. I think he's going to starch Jeremy Stephens. And I'm not being negative. I just like some of this stuff. I love BKFC, but some of the stuff that I'm seeing right now it's rubbing me the wrong way as a fight fan. It's rubbing me the wrong way as someone who watches and talks about fights. Don't stop threatening to fire your fighters. Why are you doing that? You should be building up this fight, not threatening your fighters and threatening to fire them. Like still that you're like the who the fuck is that guy thing with Jeremy Stephens? You're clowning your main eventer. Why are you doing that? It's not funny anymore. The shtick is over. Promote the fight. It's going to be a banger. Yes, I think it will be a banger, and it will end up with Jeremy Stephens on the ground asleep. That's my opinion. Let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comments about that fight. Now, the co-main event should be the main event. Borger Faria should be the main event. I don't really understand the weight thing here because neither of them made 135. I don't know if they had a written weight of 137. I have no idea because that's not what they said when they announced this fight. I'm sure what happened is neither woman was going to make 135, and they said, okay, let's make it a catch weight at 137. That's my guess. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Let's take a look at this face-off. Sorry about that. Let me fix that. Let's do it again.
Fights in BKFC history for the inaugural BKFC Queen of Violence Championship. On one side, we have Christine Faria. On the other, Jessica Barga.
This is the main event.
Anticipated female bare knuckle fights in BKFC history for the inaugural BKFC Queen of Violence Championship. On one side, we have Christine Faria. On the other, Jessica Barga. Anticipated female bare.
Now, let's look at the face-off with Mike Perry and Jeremy Stephens now. I don't know why I have it's not edged properly. There we go. Sorry, I had the wrong setting.
Who is leaving the Prudential Center tomorrow? The undisputed BKFC's king of violence, our current king Mike Perry, or the challenger Jeremy.
I need y'all to look at this.
Stevens. Who is leaving the Prudential Center tomorrow? The undisputed BKFC's king of violence.
Sorry, right there. Who's the heavier guy? You got one guy who looks slim, trim, and ripped. Another guy looked like he ate a whole bunch of cheeseburgers to get to this fight. He looked like he ate a bunch of cheeseburgers for this fight. He looked like he's been sitting at the buffet table eating. Jeremy Stevens has a belly right now. He can flex it and make it look stronger. He has a belly right now. Mike Perry is shredded. I'm sure Jeremy Stevens trained a lot, but adding all this weight, like, look at the look. I mean,
current king Mike Perry, or the challenger Jeremy Stevens.
Here's some photos from the weigh-in. I love this fight, man. God, this fight. Jimmy Rivera is fighting Timmy Mason now because, as you know, Frankie Edgar dropped out. Elijah Harris, man, he's a scary dude. Scary fucking power. This guy's going to be a beast. Jesus Lord. Looking forward to the card. I'm looking forward to the fights. I can't sit here and tell you that I'm excited about what I've heard, what I've seen. I mean, look, the promotion of the card is the promotion of the card. That's their business. This is the weigh-in earlier today.
Mike is 174 even.
Mike Perry,
174.
Seeing Doc about doing the Kingdemic.
Jerry, 175 even.
Jeremy Stevens.
You kidding? Man weighs more than Mike Perry. Bro. You let me know what you think. You let me know what you really think. I respect fighters. I respect Jeremy Stevens. He looks like he's been eating a lot to get to this weight. It's not a natural way. I saw this dude literally in Fort Lauderdale in the Hollywood Hard Rock Hotel and Casino literally a month ago. Wasn't even a month. September 12th. It's October 4th. He was the same size as this. Or I mean, he may have been smaller. He looked smaller than this. 3 weeks ago. I don't see it, man. I don't see it.
136.4.
Oh, wait, what's that?
Jessica.
136.8.
I have concerns.
Christine Ferreira, 136.8.
Yeah.
136.8.
I have concerns about that weight.
Check.
I got concerns about that weight difference. Make sure you check the fight out. It's on DAZN. It's on pay-per-view on DAZN, actually. Listen to Conor McGregor.
Or how about me and Conor at the White House? You need to fight an American who can win. Exactly. That's what I thought. I'm the only one here fighting. I'm the only one doing it.
Who made you can break you. Who made you can break you. Who built you can kill you. You're fighting for the world title if you get through this. That's how straight. Otherwise, you're f***ing nothing. And if you don't perform,
we'll
you're
see
gone.
how that goes.
If you
Just
don't
like
perform,
you can fire me,
you can
right?
go and do all these Mickey Mouse fights that no one gives a f*** about. That'll generate nothing, and we won't give a here at Bare Knuckle. You've never been a world champion. You have a chance here.
You're downplaying everything. The mockery. You haven't fought here. Why don't you come get?
I own this thing. What are you talking about? I'm the owner. I book the matches. You need to climb for a world title.
No, he doesn't.
Otherwise, you're here today, gone tomorrow. A fart in Michael Perry. A fart in the wind. That'll be you if you don't climb for a world title.
Or
You're promoting the goddamn fight card and you're telling your fighter he's dog shit. Who the fuck promotes that way? Who promotes that way? A fart in the wind. That fart in the wind is one of the biggest reasons y'all all made. The fart in the wind is the main event of the biggest card you've ever fucking had. Do y'all not see this? This is scary to me. You're dogging out your premier face in this organization in a press conference about the fight card, and then you're turning it into, if you don't win, you're fired. So you might as well fire everybody then, right? I own this fucking thing. Okay. Yes. We know you don't book the matches. We know this. Like, this is...
Queen of violence on the line.
Let's do this.
Versus champion. Two of the baddest women in the game.
Who's the baddest woman in the game?
Who's the queen of violence?
It is Killer Big Bill in our double main event. Christy Faria versus Jessica Morgan. And this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the king of violence? Come on, boys. Let's go. Baseball. Baseball.
It's Mike Perry, Jeremy Stevens, perhaps a fight with McGregor on the line. It's the main event Saturday night here at the Prudential Center.
I mean, look, man. It's going to be a fun night of fights. I'm going to be watching it somehow while I'm watching the Miami Hurricanes FSU game and then the UFC fight card at 10 o'clock. But threatening to fire your fighters, I think, is lunacy.
he said we got to move the needle.
You got to fucking
king
fight for
of
that world
Thailand.
title, Mike. You've never been a world champion
the
here, so
king-
you're in here
Yeah,
saying
I
you're
hear
this and
you.
you're that. You're
I
no
hear
world
you.
champion. So without a world title here in this promotion, I only start speaking as I spoke when I secured 2 UFC world titles.
That's a fucking lie. You only start, no, Connor, you were talking a lot of shit before you even fought Jose Aldo and Chad Mendes. Let's keep it a buck. That's how you got those fights. Your mouth. You performed, but your mouth got you those fights. You could promote like no one's ever seen. And no one will ever take that away from you as a fighter. But when you're the promoter, you cannot dog out your fighters publicly. You cannot do that and threaten to fire them. And I know this is all bullshit. Because there's no way in hell that David Feldman will ever let that happen.
You know, we made
Well, I
this
beat
title
that
for
world
you.
champion twice. I knocked him out twice in a different sport. So look, I'm going to beat Jeremy's ass on Saturday. Whatever they
your
call
next
me with,
fight is
I
for a
accept.
world title.
If the big
That will
money
move the
fight ends
needle.
up being fighting Dylan Dennis in MMA, or how about me and Conor at the White House? You need
Why not just have why didn't you just have fucking Mike Perry fighting fucking Dave Mundell main event for this event? You could have had that as the main event for this event. Let's go through the fights on the card before I jump off here. We talked about the first 2. I like Mike Perry via KO round 1 or 2. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a little concerned about Christine Faria's look like she's a bit chunkier than I expected her to be. I thought she gained weight, but muscularly, it looks like she's gained weight more flabby wise, like eating. I like Borga. 3rd round knockout. Let's see here. I'm passionate about this shit, man, and I really enjoy it, and I love covering it. I love watching it. I think there's certain things that have to be slightly adjusted. You cannot clown your bigot. Like, you can't. Why would someone buy this on a pay-per-view if you're threatening to fire him if he loses? So if Jeremy Stevens loses, does he get fired too? Like, Mike Perry does have 2 wins over Dave Mundell, the pound-for-pound #1 guy. You could have made that fight for the title. You're the matchmaker, you said, Connor. Make that. Why didn't you make that fight? You wanted to make a fight with a guy who's 30 pounds lighter than him? For what? You got Kyle Roberson, Oluwale Bangaboose. I like Roberson. Phil Caracappa versus Quentin Gassis. I like Caracappa. Jeff Lentz, Elijah Harris. I like Elijah Harris by devastating knockout in round 1. He's an absolute monster. I like Mike Terzano over JC De Leon. The free fights. Pat Carroll over Aleem Whitfield. I think Carroll gets the job done. Irakli. I can't even, not even trying. Jamani Oliver. Give me. I have no idea. Give me Oliver. They're both just getting here. Justin Clark, Isaiah Carson. Carson's interesting. Last fight got knocked out quick. The next fight before that, he had a quick knockout. He has length, but he's hittable. I don't know anything about Justin Clark. I like Justin Clark. Those are my picks. I know this video is a little choppy comparatively than my normal videos on this, but I'm not a huge, like I said, I'm not a huge, I'm just not a huge fan of the card. Like, I'm never going to be that guy who's going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass. Like, I never even talked about the fight card last week or whatever it was. Was it last week or the week before in Manchester? I would have had nothing positive to say about it. So I didn't say anything about it because that main event was embarrassing. That was a circus. What I don't want to have happen to the BKFCs, I don't want circuses. I want fights. That was circus-like. That shit was a mess. That main event was shameful, to say the least. The referee was horrible. The headbutts, the fouls, the nonsense. I mean, I thought DeGale got knocked down twice. They call it a slip. It rubbed me. That's why I didn't do a video on it. It wasn't worth it. I'm looking forward to December. I know they're going to have some big stuff down here in December. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about most of the South Florida cards because the South Florida cards bring so much energy and fighters that are really at the top of the sport. Like by now, if you're fighting in South Florida, you know at least one fighter in every fight. Even the freaking prelims. Even the prelim fights. You know a fighter on every fight. And I know you're building the sport still, but you created a Newark card, Prudential, pay-per-view, and you got 3 fights in the first 3 fights. No one's had a fight yet in the BKFC. Or one guy out of the 6 guys has had a fight. And I think they're putting out Carson there to get knocked out, personally. I think they're putting out there for Justin Clark to knock his head off. I don't know. I wasn't told this. It's my opinion. I give my opinions, man. I give my facts over feelings. I give opinions. I give my opinion. I give my based on what I've seen. Stick to promoting the fights and not disrobing your fighters publicly. It's embarrassing, actually. It's a bad look. If Mike Perry loses, then what? You're going to fire him in the ring? I know that's not going to happen. Can he do it? Sure. Will he be told, no, we're not doing this? More than likely. Because apparently he had gotten fired before. Not getting fired. Again, he's the most marketable fighter you have on your roster. There's a reason that Dana White would take Conor McGregor back to fight in the UFC, no matter how trash his skills today might be, because he'd get his head knocked off. But Dana White knows that it would sell a truckload. Even though they're leaving the pay-per-view model, it would sell a truckload. He would take him back any day of the week, but Conor can't get out of his own way to do it. Events that are coming up after this, you got Fight Night. Bryce Henry is fighting against Lindsay, October 18th in Indiana. BKFC 83 Kamosi Sakara. It's going to be fun. I like it. Obviously, I don't know a lot of the guys in Italy. Most people here do not know who they are. You got Ben Bonner fighting Franco Tenaglia. Nico Gatti's on this card. Jimmy Sweeney is fighting Carlos Trinidad. Francesco Ricci is going across the pond to fight Joseph Hala. Hazi Hepi's fighting. I remember all these guys because they have all fought in Italy before. Walter Pugliese is fighting Carl Thompson. This card, this is a sick card. This is a sick card. That one, October 25th, 1 p.m., that's a sick-ass card. Then you've got November 1st, Mohawk Rodriguez against Cavender. I love to see Esteban Rodriguez fight again. Then you have a fight card in Bulgaria. I have no idea who these guys are. Then you got BKFC 84 in Palm Desert. I've heard some things. I won't reveal them. From what I'm told, it's big. It's big. Then you got BKFC Dubai, November 22nd, a week later. And then I know for a fact that BKFC 85 will be in. I don't know if it's 85 or be a fight night card. I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's Friday night. I believe it's the 12th from what I was told. December 12th. Yeah, December 12th. That card, everything I've heard is going to be absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely insane. So again, when it's big time to me, I'll let you know. When I don't think it's as big time, I'll let you know that too. I'm not here to be a shill. I'm here to tell the truth, and that's who I am. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, I got Mike Perry via big knockout round 1 or 2, and I got Borga via knockout round 3. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
Up and down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. Up and down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. I've been down from the jump. Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7 on the